Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, we're going to be talking about Dream. And honestly, bro, it's been a really long time since I've gotten on here and discussed anything to do with any Minecraft YouTubers, man. I finally thought that the Minecraft YouTube community had gotten to that point where they could go 6 months without somebody getting exposed as some child-loving psychopath or just behind-the-scenes manipulative lunatic, whatever it could be, right? But Dream has been sort of an anomaly over the years, right? A lot of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video, truth be told, it's behavior he's been doing for years. It's stuff he's been getting away with for years. It's kind of like his MO now because of how well he established it, and now it seems like at least it's finally not working anymore, and he just doesn't have any idea how to behave. I mean, he's on Twitter like every 6 hours with a new fucking 5-paragraph essay trying to shame somebody or like offhandedly defend himself. It's sad, honestly. So to give you guys a little backstory on most of this, at least, so about a year ago, honestly, and that's crazy, I know, but almost a year ago or so, Dream had made not only his big face reveal or whatever, where he finally took the mask off, but some pretty horrific allegations came out about him where, to put it as simply as I can, he just got accused of grooming, accused of like texting underage fans and whatnot, right? Pretty big allegation for a content creator, especially one in like a kids-friendly content community like, you know, the Minecraft community would be. Now, you're probably sitting there wondering, well, Optimus, if this all happened like a year ago, like you're saying, why are we still talking about it now? Why is it even a big deal? Why are you making this video? Well, the only reason I'm making this video is because, truth be told, I'm just fucking sick and tired of seeing what I'm about to discuss, and it's about time somebody just like openly calls this shit out. Now, I'm gonna be, just clarify here, I'm not the first person to say any of this, I'm not the first person to call him out on this. The truth is just when people have done it in the past, Dream has essentially sent his audience after people who are critical of him. Like, anytime anyone has said historically really anything about Dream, you know, he'll fucking quote tweet him or something, he'll make this big melodramatic post where he avoids literally any accountability or like any of the criticism addressed towards him. He'll spin this fucking weird narrative, and his fans, who are obviously hyper obsessed with him because a lot of them are like 10 years old and they fucking love Minecraft, will then go and harass and dox and swat and fuck with these people on his behalf. And then after, you know, he sicks his audience on you, he can go back to making Minecraft videos or whatever, right? So that's what's happened for like 3 fucking years of this guy, you know, being popular online now. Is like anytime anyone said anything against him, they just get like vehemently attacked by his fans. And obviously these are some pretty serious allegations, and truth be told, they probably wouldn't even still be getting talked about if like Dream would just adequately respond to them and then like shut the fuck up after that. But instead of like actually just coming out with the proof or whatever that he's not a groomer or like addressing the situation at hand, he keeps typing out these long fucking posts, and he's just like spending his time on Twitter just like bitching and complaining constantly about something, right? Like, this guy just never shuts the fuck up about drama, ever. I mean, every single tweet he's made for the last several days now has been him responding to people on Twitter, has been him responding to controversy, has been him responding to shit that happened years ago at this point, right? And instead of just like adequately addressing any of it, he does these, once again, like stupid fucking paragraphs where he dodges around the whole issue, and then he wonders why this shit keeps popping up, when he just constantly sits here and responds to all these fucking tweets about him, and he never actually addresses anything head on, and he never has a really legitimate response for anything ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a look at a few of his tweets over the last few days, because this is the problem with Dream. This is why no one is taking what he's saying seriously. This is why it's fucking destroying like his public image right now, right? And honestly, I think part of what he's doing here is pretty manipulative, and he knows what he's doing. Now, he's gonna pretend he doesn't. He's gonna pretend like he has no clue. Oh, I would never do any of that. But as he's proven time and time again, he is terminally online enough to care about shit this much, and he has the know-how to do shit like this in secrecy. I mean, how many times has this guy been caught lying about something, whether it be fucking Minecraft speedrunning or his personal beliefs or whatever it may be, right? So I talked on stream about how I'm going to make a detailed video with logs, screenshots, and evidence and gave some bullet points, and it got completely clipped out of context and spread somehow as the lie that I, quote, admitted everything. Then the moving of the goalposts started to, he may not have sexted anyone, but grooming is just messaging someone underage, and he admitted she DM'd him. And then digging into my sex life or my relationship history with only people older than me. So once again, these are allegations that are like a year old at this point, and apparently now he's deciding a whole fucking year later to finally start making a video with detailed logs and evidence to defend himself. So meanwhile, he, like, in the whole year that these allegations have happened, right, instead of actually getting to work on responding to them, right, with like actual fucking facts and evidence as he just stated he can. I mean, he just admitted apparently that there's evidence in his favor, there's screenshots and whatnot, right? Instead of doing that this whole last year, right, I mean, he's been spending the time deciding whether or not he wants to somehow cancel his own face reveal, which is impossible. He's been spending the time responding to people on Twitter, fucking off, doing whatever he does on a daily basis. And then now a year later, all of a sudden he wants to respond. I don't really understand that. I don't get it. I mean, he's gonna, of course, play it off as, oh, well, I was waiting for them to come out with the evidence and the proof, right? But yeah, I'm sorry, man. You come out with an allegation that I'm grooming minors, and it's like a threat not only to my personal reputation, but also my career. The day that allegation comes out, I am immediately starting my work on a counter response. I don't give a fuck if they've released evidence yet or whatever they're claiming they're going to release. I don't care if they're filing charges, anything, right? I'm immediately getting started on getting that shit cleared up. I'm not fucking playing Minecraft for a year and then waiting down the road, oh hey, yeah, I should probably address this stuff now, right? So that makes people wonder, is there any proof in the first place, right? Because why would you wait all this time? Now, maybe there is, maybe he will eventually come out with all this, I don't know. But, you know, to sit here a year later and act like this was the time to do it, man, come on, bro. I've been harassed for almost a year due to a false allegation right after my face reveal. This person publicly said they'd be pressing charges and posting proof, but it could take days, and then went silent for a year. Never did either, while I waited and waited. The thread goes on because this guy likes typing fucking essays. I'm not gonna bore you with literally every single post in this thread. I'll just wrap it up for you here. Anyone taking this as a feel bad for me doesn't have great reading comprehension. If you need a tone indicator, consider this one for just how sarcastic this is. I'm just laying out some of the things people say about, sorry, I just threw up, I don't know why, say about me, regardless of the fact that I disagree. Yeah, guys, he simply disagrees on the fact that he's a child groomer, man. He disagrees, okay? Now, he does this thing where he'll be like, oh, I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. I don't want you guys to feel bad for me. Anyone taking any of this as a feel bad for me kind of situation, you just don't have good reading comprehension. Never mind the fact that every single fucking day of my life for the last, like, at least week, I haven't even scrolled that far back. I'm scrolling through now, and the last time he tweeted that wasn't regarding this was October 7th, okay? He came back November 10th and immediately started, only fucking thing he's talked about, okay? So, in this whole week, or whatever, that he's been responding to anyone and everyone on fucking Twitter, by screenshotting their tweets, by the way, and not even quote tweeting them, he could have been dropping this evidence, or these screenshots that he claims he has. You know, he has all this proof that he could make a video with that vindicates him and proves that he's not a fucking child groomer, okay? But instead of releasing any of that evidence, he'd rather sit on Twitter and have people just shitting on him the whole time. I don't get it. I mean, it seems like a pretty serious situation for you to just be willingly withholding evidence for content, man. Like, let's go ahead and get that evidence out there and clear your fucking name, buddy. So then, in this whole thing, right, as Twitter does, somebody made a fucking fake account about Dream, okay? And they were, like, trolling and acting like they were Dream. I don't know. If you have a fucking IQ over, like, 35, bro, I mean, it literally says in the account's bio, satire parody, the @ is not the same, I don't know, right? But it was a fucking fake account, they're just trolling and whatnot, right? And somebody quote tweets it and is like, oh, you can't be joking about being a pedophile when you're an actual pedophile, right? And of course it was a parody account, it went semi-viral, people pointed it out in the comments, it got community noted. I mean, there's literally so many different indicators that this is not a real tweet by Dream and that this is not serious, okay? But of course, you know, he has to respond to this person. Instead of actually dropping the evidence of him not being a pedophile and a child groomer or whatever that he supposedly has for this big fucking video he's got coming up, instead of just clearing his name and proving himself, right, he's got to respond to this guy here, and this is probably one of the most ironic, just fucking unaware things he's ever said. You're replying to a fake account. I'm not a pedophile, no matter how much you joke, but you are a shitty, terrible human. You physically assaulted me, said the N-word and other slurs, verbally berated an Uber driver saying that's why I'm a famous movie star and you're an Uber driver, and they were just trying to help you not get arrested, calling them the R slur and saying your IQ is among geniuses and making racist remarks towards them. Then you apologized in Twitter DMs to me because you were, quote, drunk and high. You should never treat anyone like that, regardless of circumstance. Crazy how the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, Gumball, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is being racist and replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. Photo in case he deletes, okay? So, this whole tweet by Dream here is ironic because he is such a fucking hypocrite. And he's depending on the fact that you don't know he's a fucking hypocrite, so you don't say anything about it, right? First and foremost, Dream is calling this guy a shitty, terrible human, okay? So let's go through the things that he's done, okay? So apparently, he physically assaulted Dream. He said the N-word and other slurs. He verbally berated an Uber driver. He called them retarded. I can't even say that on YouTube. It just got me fucking demonetized or something. Saying your IQ is among geniuses. Calling them racist remarks. That's the list, right? That's all the horrible things that this guy apparently has done in his lifetime, okay? So, Dream is like really playing the race card here, which is actually ironic because, you know, he's been exposed like a couple years ago for being one of these dudes who sits on fucking 4chan. And this guy's been like one of those like huge MAGA supporters, those Trump supporters that was like, oh, build the wall, we gotta build the wall, right? Now, if you believe that, I'm not here to insult you for that. I don't really give a fuck what people's political ideologies are. It's just ironic that the guy who has been exposed for making KKK fan cams, the guy who has, I'm pretty sure, been caught saying slurs before. He was calling, you know, immigrants illegals and shit like that. You know, this is the guy on the moral high horse about racial issues, right? Because, you know, Dream would never say or do any slurs or do anything racist, man. And then he's like, oh, it's crazy how this guy's replying to fake Dream accounts in his free time. Photo in case he deletes. Like, bro, you're on the same fucking application responding to anyone and everyone who says anything about you. You have spent days of your life now typing out 5-paragraph essays that don't address anything whatsoever that's being levied against you, trying to feign sympathy and get people to believe you and be on your side in this whole thing. And then everything you just said about this guy, like half of it also applies to you. And it's actually hilarious, right? Because Dream for the last several days has been on Twitter responding to all these different tweets and everything, right? People just fucking, you know, saying whatever about him, right? Just he'll be responding to anyone, man, right? But conveniently, somehow, every time he tweets, the comments are filled with people, you know, linking threads with like 30 different things for Dream to address that are critical of him. People are responding with like, you know, video clips and shit of things he's done in the past criticizing him, right? People are just bringing up shit in the comments like, okay, well then address this. Okay, well if you're really about clearing the air or whatever, address these things. And these posts will get thousands upon thousands of likes and they'll be like at the top of the tweets comments and everything. Very easily visible to a guy who has spent a week straight addressing this shit on Twitter, responding to people on there. But conveniently, anytime any of the threads with any evidence or like any sort of shit about him gets brought up, he never sees those tweets. It's incredible. It's almost like he's just conveniently only seeing the tweets that he can like dogpile on. He's only conveniently seeing the things that people say that he can snap out a quick little fucking snarky reply to, right? But hey, if you're bringing any evidence, if you're bringing any like shit he actually has to address, oh yeah, you're not getting a fucking reply from this guy. No way in hell, Jose, will he be dropping a tweet about you, buddy. It's pretty crazy how that works. I'm starting to believe that maybe that might not be an accident, Dream. You know, you really want to address all this stuff. You really want to clear your name. Why are all the tweets that are going viral in your comments and shit just getting conveniently ignored while you're trying to fucking dogpile on the voice actor from Dora the Explorer, I guess, for falling for a fake fucking Twitter account? So his comments have just been horrible for him because, you know, like I said, historically, this is what he's always done on Twitter, right? He won't actually address what people say. He'll like dance around it a little bit and be snarky or whatever. So his audience will do the work for him. They'll go fuck with the people being critical or whatever, right? But now that it's serious allegations and everyone's like, hey bro, are you really kind of like a kid groomer and a weirdo? What's going on with that, right? and they're not immediately inherently on his fucking side in the whole thing, suddenly that defense ain't working so much anymore, man. That must really suck for you, huh, bro? So, I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, just talking about this dream situation and signing out.